Jeffrey, that's the wrong version of RuneScape. Don't, Jeffrey's clicked on RuneScape 3. If you're gonna play RuneScape, at least play old school. Jeffrey makes his account and then spends all of his time standing around the bank, talking shit, gossiping, lying about his main account. Guys, my main account is actually max and I can... Come on, Jeffrey, let's go do some quests. Let's go do something. No, Jeffrey doesn't move away from the bank. He's just wasting time. Adonis cuts down trees. He slays great beasts. He leads clan wars. He fishes sharks. But he does it all in real life. Adonis doesn't know what RuneScape is. He hasn't even seen a computer before. Adonis has made his life like it's a video game. That is so exciting and so much fun. But then he looks around. Why are so many young men consumed by these screens? Why are these young men choosing to level up their characters in the virtual world instead of leveling themselves up in the world that actually matters? Okay, picture the scene. It's probably like 2006, 2007, 2008. This is back when your entire family shared one of those like box computers with a brown wooden desk with a pull-out keyboard. Remember the computer mouses that had like a little ball inside of it? And then your older brother and his friends show you RuneScape. I played that game every day for months. Now this was back when I was a child. I was literally allowed to play for 1 hour a day. I got abused by my parents in various different ways, but at least one of the abuses was not that they allowed me to play video games for like 5 hours like some of my friends at the time. And my favorite game of all was RuneScape. I would literally obsess over this game. I used to write guides for RuneScape like on my own PC. Like I would never share them with anyone. But it was like how to make money by killing gods. If you kill 1 god, you get 3 GP. So if you kill 10 gods, you get 30 GP. And if you kill 100 gods, guess what? You maintain your virginity. And I promise you that this is the truth, that for the first few months of playing RuneScape, me and my brother both played it in total silence. We just kind of assumed that it was a silent game until we got speakers for the computer. And one day my sister had left the speaker turned on. I go onto RuneScape as normal and hear the glorious sound. Da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. I literally run upstairs, wake my brother up and tell him RuneScape's got sound, like it's the biggest, most important thing ever. My brother wrote me a letter and he actually mentioned this story on it. So what did I do on RuneScape anyway? And why did I play it every day for almost 10 years? Why did we all play it so often? Why were we so invested into our accounts? Because the mechanics of RuneScape triggered something in my brain that I felt was so important. Leveling up. Growth. As a young man and just as a human in general, we have such a desire to grow, to achieve more, to make progress in life, to claim more resources. Video games take that desire and then make us addicted. Instead of leveling up in real life and developing skills and studying properly, I was leveling up on RuneScape. It's ironic that my main account had 96 strength on RuneScape, but I was skinny fat in real life. And don't you see how addictive and appealing that is for a young man who doesn't have like a great social life, who doesn't feel very popular or attractive, where he can enter this virtual world where he's kind of high up there. Some people have the audacity to say that video games aren't addictive. That's total BS. They have been made in accordance to your natural desires as a human being. That's why we get such a feeling of like pleasure and satisfaction and why we get hooked onto them. If you're playing a video game every single day for fucking years, bro, that's an addiction. I can stop anytime that I will. Shut the fuck up. But eventually I did stop. Near the end of high school, I actually quit for a while. There's a saying that on RuneScape, you never quit. You just go AFK. You're just away from keyboard. You're taking a break and you'll come back in months or years. And that's exactly what happened. So I stopped playing RuneScape at the end of high school. Then I started playing Minecraft. Then I started playing League of Legends. And then I started playing with women. And then I actually went back to playing RuneScape again. But this time I'm around 20 years old. I'm in the middle of university. I'm an adult. I can do what I want. I've got my own laptop. I don't live with my family, so I can play as many hours as I want. Guess how many hours I was playing RuneScape a day? Guess. More than 12. That's fucked. When I was 19 years old, I got into my first serious loving relationship. It's kind of cringe because it started off like long distance over like Skype calls first, but then we eventually moved into university, so we're seeing each other every day. I lost my virginity to her. Like I had never really done anything sexual before her. So we connected really well. We're literally talking about having children, everything. And The relationship didn't work out because she had like a lot of health problems, and so she had to move away from university, and I moved like 100 miles away, which I know that, you know, you can kind of maintain the relationship, but like I always thought long distance was kind of cringe and it was heartbreaking, but I also kind of knew that like I would get over it, and like I'm in university, there's a lot of girls here, and maybe I was a bit of a dog, I don't know, but like I was fully heartbroken. I was crying quite often, and really the one thing that helped was that I would just displace myself onto RuneScape. So for the month after that we broke up and she left and I felt all alone, I literally just played RuneScape all day. And I remember this one specific day because I was in a clan of Australians and I'm in the UK, so like our time difference is very big. It's almost like opposite time zones. I would wake up and they'd all be getting ready to go to sleep, so maybe we'd play together for like an hour or something. Then I would have the entire day. You know, I'm supposed to do productive things. I was in university, I had assignments and exams, but I would just kind of play RuneScape all day. And then one by one, those same Australians would log online. It's morning time for them, it's nighttime for me. And they knew that I was online all day. Eventually it would get late, like it would be almost evening time for them, and they knew, okay, it's 4 a.m. in the UK. These guys, like I've not spoke to them in fucking years. They didn't have to be this kind to me, but they literally look after me. They would like have almost interventions and tell me like, bro, it's like, you know, it's important to sleep and everything. You'll feel happier and everything. They really looked after me because they knew I was going through some shit. They knew that I was like just feeling like trash because of the breakup. There was that one particular day I played RuneScape for about 18 hours. Eventually I feel kind of sick of RuneScape, and so I take a step back from it. My social life starts getting better and better. I make new friends. And maybe it's an equally as damaging habit, but then I start going to like parties and drinking more. But then I start playing RuneScape for a while. Up until around another few years later, where then I'm around 22 years old. I'm living with a different girlfriend. So I'm now into like a 1 or 2 year relationship. We're living together. We have an apartment together. I'm like an adult. I've got a job and everything. And this girl that I was with was she was a sweetheart. She wanted to do everything for me. Her language of love was like acts of service, and so she would do everything for me. Imagine this. Imagine you start dating a girl who realizes that you like playing a video game. She learns how to play the video game so that she can level up your character when you're in work. I would literally go to work, come back. She would have my account like AFK training. I would come back and I had gained literally like 7 hours of progress over the entire day because she would just kind of like keep my account active whilst killing sand crabs or some shit like that. Like she would keep me active but in an AFK spot killing sand crabs. I would come back. This was on like a pure account that I had made to like kill people with, and I would come back and I'd gained like 7 strength levels, which is pretty fucking good when like you haven't even played all day. So all day she would spend her time like, you know, cleaning the apartment, watching TV, whatever she was doing. But she would make sure to just come to the laptop and just like keep my account active. What a nice girl, man. Why can't you do that with YouTube? You shouldn't record videos for me. As nice as that situation sounds, I kept on getting this same thought. Why am I leveling up on this game right now? Why don't I level up in real life? Now, of course, that idea, okay, you know, I've got a girlfriend who levels up my character, so that's nice. But it's like, I used to just think, okay, I don't know if this is kind of like manipulative or something, but I thought to myself, yeah, well, she's going to help me with whatever I do anyway. So right now she's helping me level up in a video game. What if I started a business? And this was actually the transition where I finally stopped playing video games. I made a business reselling clothes on eBay. That's what I started to put more of my time into. She helped me with that as well. When I look back now at my time playing RuneScape, and I have probably 10,000 hours on the game on like RuneScape 2, which is now like RuneScape 3 and old school accounts. I've got so many like PKing accounts, pures and everything, skillers. 10,000 hours, maybe even more. Of course, there's a sense of like nostalgia and love for the game and old memories, but there is like a sense of almost sickness, wasted time when I think about like where I just realized that a lot of that time wasn't spent with like huge levels of enjoyment. It was just kind of like numbing myself. It was just kind of like, oh, like, you know, like maybe I'll get my strength level up today. Maybe I'll do this quest. And there was, of course, some fun experiences. Like the time when I was in the dangerous portal in Clan Wars and a level 77 pure entered in. Usually people would like take a step in, take a step out to like tease you. That motherfucker did not know that I was ready with the fucking snare. I fucking snared him, killed him almost within seconds. This dumbass had a Robin Hood hat and like 9,000 nature runes, so much other shit. It was like 17 mil. I remember that I was so fucking happy that I just like fucking killed this guy. I literally got a headache afterwards. There's really good memories that I think back to. I used to play with my brother. I used to play with so many friends. But now that I'm a bit older and I've really started to realize like the manipulative tendencies of video games, I do look back with this like weird sense where I'm like, I didn't actually want to play video games all that time. I didn't want to level up my RuneScape character all that time. That drive that I had to like, you know, level up my skills, I should have used that drive to level myself up in real life. But when you level up in video games, it's so much more comfortable and it's so much quicker. To level up in real life takes so much more time and it's like so uncomfortable. You have to go through like the pain of tearing your fucking muscles to level up your strength skill in real life. But on RuneScape, you just have to click on the fucking yaks. Share this video to a Jeffrey fan who needs to hear it. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Mwah.